since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. X slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Alert, 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 alert.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
53. Regular.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play. And
that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. I got you. I got you. Sit up. Popo's the Mike. Mike's Popo. Watch your slap. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go. Check.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Herbert. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
218, chop it.
Throwing again. Herbert. That's caught. It's Malone. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Get it.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
5. 29 is Mike 29. Crunch time. Defense.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Myles Garrett. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Mike 29. Hey, watch the slant.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Run.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Alert!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Point it right.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk.
There goes Green. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marcus Green with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Now Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
53, Mike 53. Hey, King.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He was looking for Landry that time.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slits. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll run with Pollard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with two.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Colby Listenby. His 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've got nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
53 to Mike. 53.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
53 to Mike. Check 53.
Hey, orbit.
Here we go. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? you're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Chad Thomas bringing the power on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
On the double.
Mike Popo. Let's go.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Man up, D.
44. Now.
Mike, 44. Watch the time.
Fire.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, he's going to float this one deep right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Mike. Let's go, defense. Out top.
Hey, on 33. Done.
On 1st down, punt, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He completes it to Bryant. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Regular.
Let's go.
Pistol. Hey, exit.
53.
I got
Mayfield down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
under 10.
Mike, 53. Mike. I know he ain't got it.
I got it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First down, and it's Pollard again. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Pollard going to try the right side. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Back to throw. Herbert. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Now a give right side. It's Green. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Hey, Delta.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing
Snap.
2nd and 13. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Chubb. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. From the 41, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Point it right.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
On second down and 4, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Go.
Back to throw. Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Colby Listenby with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by OBJ. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield to throw it. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Ready? Check 24. Check 24.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, he's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Here's Pollard again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Mayfield on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where, in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
29 is Mike 29. Go.
From the gun, Herbert, he's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
53 to Mike. 53, check. Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Wide, get wide. Shift. Up. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40, Mike 40.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Hey, let go.
Here's Mayfield. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Run. Hey, Alpha.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 30 base. Come on, team. Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Good footwork at the 30. And now running right through it. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. King.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards.
Hey, Roy.
Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Baltimore, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.